Welcome, everybody, to New Orleans and the iconic Caesars Superdome, the long-term home of the All-State Sugar Bowl, which this year, of course, is part of the college football playoff. We are through the opening round of this year's playoff, and now the pressure is mounting in the quarterfinals. A matchup between one side that's had time to rest and recover, and another team that's battle-tested, already off one playoff victory. As we'll see the number 7 seed in this playoff, the Colorado Buffaloes, taking on the number 2 seed in the playoff, the Florida Gators. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler here in the booth with Kirk Herbstreit. And here we go, a college football playoff quarterfinal game. Only one team here can keep their championship dreams alive. Kickoff team out there. We're ready to rumble for this college football playoff game. He's going to return it from deep in the end zone. Tackled at the 12. The coach wishes he left that one in the end zone. First down here for this offense. First play of the drive, they look to the right. Tackle made at the 23 as they gain some important breathing room.
My gosh, this defense heard all week about stopping this receiver. If you're going to do anything to have a chance to win, you got to stop this guy. In the very first play of the game, first down and big yards.
That's solid run, good for first down yardage. It's a run to the left. And he's brought down, but there is a flag on the field. Let's check out this call. Pretty easy call for the head coach. He will accept that penalty, of course. And it's a bunch formation. There's the snap, and he's looking to throw. Running back grabs it on the screen. Finding some room with the 25. Defense makes the tackle, but that screen produces a pretty solid gain.
Early on in a football game, the offense always wants to try to develop just a nice rhythm to their offense. That time, just a simple screen to the running back, and they build some confidence on this first drive with a nice play.
Second down, we're going to throw it. He'll take a deep shot here. The pass is intercepted. He's got some open field ahead. Now the 40. And he steps out of bounds after a great return. What a hit. Sets up the offense in great position.
Boy, this is why I love this defense so much. So opportunistic. We've seen it all year, and now we see it right here. Big interception. They set their offense up in great field position here on their first possession.
The guys up front lined up. It's first down. He'll hand it off. And a decent gain there before the defense brings him down.
Nice solid run here by this back. Did a nice job of just kind of finding that lane, pick up some positive yards there on 1st and 10.
There's some pre-snap movement in the backfield. They'll look to throw it here on second down. And he's going to fling it deep, going for it all here.
You know, I like the quarterback's patience here, and instead of trying to force the issue and squeeze the ball into coverage, he just decides to just basically throw it away and live for the next down.
After the incompletion, they'll face a 3rd and 6. And now the handoff. Tackle, but first down.
Well, that's a good, hard, tough running there to get that first down to keep this drive alive early in this game. The offense really asserting themselves. They're not thinking about a field goal. They're trying to put this ball in the end zone.
On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. Catch made in the end zone. Touchdown, Gators.
Well, that's a thing of beauty right there. Good job all around. Offensive line gave the quarterback enough time. Quarterback puts it right on the money. And with this receiver running a route like this, makes it pretty simple. All he had to do was get his head turned around, catch that football. He's already in the end zone for the touchdown.
And the PAT makes it 7-0 to open scoring. Kickoff team is on the field to boot this one away. He's going to bring it out of the end zone from a couple yards deep. Solid coverage there. They get him at the 15. That's where the offense will take over. And the Buffalo's offense is back out there on the field. This offense trying to bounce back. The last possession ended in a pick. And they hand it off to the back. Breaks a tackle on the play and makes a decent gain.
Well, let's give credit to the offensive line here. They went with a run blitz. The offensive line sees it, picks it up, gives them enough room to pick up some solid yards.
A gain makes it 2nd and medium. It's an option look. Pitch play to the back. And he will be stuffed for no gain. Offense breaks the huddle and gets set. It's 3rd down. They're going to run the option. Fighting for yardage, but the defense stops him just short of that 1st down marker. Here we go. The coach rolling the dice. 4th and 1 in his own territory. They'll run the option. Oh, the ball comes loose. The offense will recover, but it's way short of the 1st down and a turnover on downs.
The offensive staff just took a collective sigh of relief. But I'd still anticipate that someone's going to pull that ball carrier aside, give him a couple of choice words on the importance of ball security.
They flip it to him on the jet sweep. And they stop him just short of the end zone. The offense set up with a 1st and goal now. The Gators will line up here on 1st down and goal. And the quarterback's going to sneak it. Makes it across the goal line. Touchdown, Florida.
Hey, it's 1st and goal. Why wait? Go with the sure thing. Let that quarterback get behind his line, push his way in for the touchdown.
With the extra point, the lead is 14. Now they get set to kick it away. He's going to bring this out a few yards deep in the end zone. Stopped at the 22. That's pretty solid coverage there. And the Colorado offense is back out on the field. The last time they went forward on 4th down, didn't get it, and it ended up costing them 6 points. And they bounce back here. Finds a man open on the right side downfield. They bring him down, but that's a good play. Moves the ball to the 39.
You know, we talked this week with the offensive coordinator about what makes this receiver so special. He kept referring to his route running. Here's an example of that. Great route, enough separation to give the quarterback a nice lane to throw the football.
It's a quick grab. Receiver brought down after a short pitch and catch.
Anytime you have a chance to get this wide receiver isolated, get the ball in his hands, you do it.
2nd down after that previous play. Offense looking to throw the ball. And that catch is hauled in. Brought down, but not before he picks up the 1st down. Nice game.
Chris, it just feels like the offense is almost teasing the defense with this play. As an offensive coordinator quarterback, you're often looking for that soft spot in the zone. And here, they do a nice job of finding that hole for a nice gain.
A pop pass on the jet sweep. And the tackle is made after a 4-yard gain, so 2nd and 6. Looking to throw yet again. Fires it to the wideout. He's got a man down the middle. Touchdown, Colorado. Strong game by this quarterback. Let's see if this scorecard can breathe a little bit of life into this team.
Now, I know it's only one touchdown, but it could go a long way in changing just the tone of this game, especially once we get into the second half.
Extra point try coming now. With the extra point, they're down 14-7 now. Kickoff team on the field getting set now. Returner looking to make a play here. And he stopped at the 19. Good job by the coverage team. And the Florida offense is back out on the field now. They punched it into the end zone the last time. Let's see if this defense has made some adjustments to stop him this time. And here comes a deep shot. The catch is made. And he does get the foot down to rule it a catch, a big gainer.
Well, a big play here by the quarterback and receiver by having an opportunity to make that big play. Now they have a chance to put the ball in the end zone.
Fresh set of downs for the offense. First down. And the quarterback tucks it and takes off as a design run. Nowhere to run up the middle. The Gators will hustle to the line to run the hurry-up offense. And there's the handoff. The pickup is 4. Sets up a 3rd and 6 now. And now the running backs got it again. They tackle him behind the line, a loss of 4.
How about the timing here by the defense to shoot that gap? As an offensive lineman, you have to anticipate that, close that gap off. Otherwise, it could be a long day.
Receivers now getting some new assignments before the snap. Trying for a 4th down completion. Looking for a deep completion. Oh, and he's got it. Big gain inside the 25.
Hey, they hit this for the first down, and I kind of like the approach. Be aggressive. Show your players that you believe in them, especially early in the game like this. Take a chance, and here it works out for them.
And the Gators' offense is on the move now. Handoff in a single back formation. So here comes 2nd down now. Every play important down here in the red zone. They'll run it to the left. Tackled after a solid gain. It's enough for a 1st down, and that should wrap up the first quarter of play. The Gators line up with a 1st and goal. And the wideout goes in motion. That's a design quarterback keeper. Able to fight for a decent gain here in that running play. It's a 2nd and goal play for the offense. And it looks like the quarterback's going to run it. And he runs it into the end zone. Touchdown, Gators.
Chris, that's what I love about this quarterback. It's a great touchdown, but he shows you his versatility. We know he can throw it, but here he shows you his speed and how he can make the defense pay for that as well.
And they get set now to try the PAT. PAT is good. They're pulling ahead now, 21-7. Kickoff team has come on the field now to send this one away. And it comes out to the 25. No return attempted there. And here comes the Colorado offense back out on the field. They scored a touchdown on the last possession. Let's see if this defense has been able to come up with some adjustments and stop them this time. And the head coach will decide to accept the penalty and take the yardage. First down play call coming up. How aggressive will it be? There's the snap. Looking to throw the ball. It's caught downfield. Ball carrier wrapped up and brought down.
Chris, that's another positive game for this offense, and this quarterback continues to show why he's had such a great year this year. When he has time to throw, he gets his feet set. He's as accurate as any quarterback in the country.
Looking to pass here on 2nd down. They try a downfield shot. That's a good effort there, but now it's 3rd down.
A lot of times college football, the game comes down to just a play or two. And that's a missed opportunity by this offense. I wouldn't be surprised to see them try to come back to that same play in the 2nd half.
After the incompletion, they'll come to the line for a 3rd and 4. And he'll set up to throw. Finds his target. There's the tackle, but 1st down yardage.
Now we're starting to see this offense look like they've looked all year long. Listen, to be able to get to a playoff opportunity, your offense has got to be able to show an ability to hit throws like this on 3rd down. They hit it, they keep the drive alive. Now they have a chance to put points on the board.
That's the spin move. He's brought down, but not before getting into enemy territory at the +47. And the Buffaloes begin a new series here, 1st and 10. Here's the snap. Quarterback looking to throw. And he's going to stretch the defense, taking a deep shot here. And that one's picked off. What a play. Big takeaway, now looking for a big return. And he steps out after a nice return. What a momentum shifter this could be.
Well, the quarterback ends up being a tad aggressive and ends up paying for it with a pick. I get that that might be part of his playing style, but there's a difference between being aggressive and being careless.
And the ball is handed off out of the shotgun. Breaking free at the 35. They get him down, but not before he moves the football to the 32.
Well, a nice 1st down here by this running back, and what he's doing today makes me reflect on some of the great backs that they've had over the years in Gainesville. Emmitt Smith, arguably one of the best backs, if not the best back in the history of the game. Damian Pierce more recently, but even guys like Eric Rhett and Fred Taylor, just really talented running backs with the ability to take it to the house.
Pretty easy call for the head coach. He will accept that penalty, of course. First down play call. How aggressive will it be? Off the play fake, looking to throw. Here's a shot toward the right sideline. And the pass is dropped. Would have been a big gain, but he couldn't hold on.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out the punishment, but here, he's the one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, he's unable to hold on to the football.
Second down after the incompletion. They're going to run it here. In the clear at the 25. He'll earn the first down, but pay for it with a hard hit.
Ooh, how about that offensive line? That's just getting a hat on a hat, opening just enough room for the back to be able to get through there for a big gain.
It's a 1st and 10 play. Here's the snap. Quarterback drops back. Goes to his right side there for the completion. And he's tackled for a loss after the catch. The defense all over that one.
Yeah, Chris, not an ideal play here when you throw the football and you go the wrong direction. I think we got to look at the playbook here to see how we can try to make those yards up.
Moving the receiver around pre-snap. Quarterback wants to throw it on 2nd down. Here's a screen pass to the running back. Defense flies in. They make the tackle behind the line of scrimmage.
How about the discipline of this defense here on 2nd down? You're anticipating a pass. They've got pretty much everybody covered. And then once the back has the ball, how about the speed to be able to bring him down? Now it's 3rd down.
Looking to throw it on 3rd and very long. He's running, and he'll lost it to the end zone. And it's incomplete. They let it fly on 3rd down, but now it brings up 4th.
Well, it looked like the quarterback had everything that he needed there. Had great protection. The receiver ran a nice route. Just not able to convert there on that 3rd down. Let's see what their decision is on 4th down coming up.
And that is no good. The lead remains at 14 after the miss.
Now that's going to go down as an empty possession for this offense. No points as he's off target. Now you can see he's hanging his head. That poor kicker.
And the Colorado offense is back out on the field. They had it going on the last drive, and it ended abruptly with the interception. Let's see what they can do here. And the play is good enough for a 1st down. They'll move the ball to the 44. A running play gives the offense a fresh set of downs. On 1st down, why not keep it on the ground?
Hey, it's a great job of this defense containing the running game. But if I'm calling the plays, I'm not abandoning the running game just yet. I think it's important to have some sense of balance. So throwing and running is essential. Stick with it.
He'll hand it off. Defense stops him, but that's a solid game.
Well, I feel like they called that knowing chances are they're not going to hit a home run. But look at this. Put themselves in a perfect 3rd down situation. It's much more manageable. Now we'll see if they can convert.
He's picked for a 3rd time tonight. Can he take it all the way? Past the 20. Going to take it all the way in. Pick 6. Touchdown, Florida. And the interception taken to the house. A pick 6. Potential game-changing play there.
Man, nothing gets a defense, and especially a defensive coordinator, more fired up than a pick 6. And let's not forget, give credit to some of those other defenders for making some key blocks to spring that touchdown loose.
Extra point knocked right down the middle. Getting set to kick the ball off now. And from deep in the end zone. He'll bring it out. Solid coverage there. They get him at the 15. That's where the offense will take over. First down here, the offense has time for one more play before the 2-minute warning. First play of the drive, they'll come out throwing. And while this is incomplete, we have a flag down on the field. Let's see what this is all about. And the head coach will decide to accept the penalty and take the yardage. First down here, time for one more play before the clock stops for the 2-minute warning. It's the wide receiver coming in motion now. Takes the snap and takes off on the run. He moves the ball out past the 25-yard line. That's the 2-minute warning. Let's see if this offense can do something before the break to cut into this big lead. Here's the second down play. Keep it on the ground. There's the handoff. It's a short game, but look at that defense swarm to the football. So from the 28-yard line, it's a third and manageable here. Quarterback's got it on the option. Across the 40 now. And they finally stop him. The quarterback keeper picks up great yardage and a first down.
Great job here by this offense being able to convert. Let's face it, they dug themselves a hole. They're down here early in this game. With all this hype, the last thing you want to do is have to punt the ball. Come up with a conversion, keep your rhythm, keep your momentum, stick to your playbook. Good job here. Now let's see if they can keep that rhythm going.
From the shotgun, handoff inside. That's a nice tackle there by the senior. What's the play call here on second down for this offense? There's the handoff. They get him down, but not before he gets to the plus 38.
Chris, the thing that I love about this play is the running back showing great patience and then the vision to find that hole and then accelerate through it for a nice gain.
Grab behind the line. It's Miller. Nowhere to run. They'll corral him for no gain.
Boy, they're just fundamentally sound, right where you want to be after the completion. Nowhere to go after that catch.
Second down play coming up for this offense. And the quarterback looking to make a play through the air. Short throw, running back makes the catch behind the line of scrimmage. There's a loss after the completion. That's a good play by the defense.
The offensive line does everything they can to try to protect the quarterback, to give him enough time to find an open receiver. But there's nobody there downfield. He ends up throwing it to the back. But how about the speed of this defense? Now you're looking at a third down.
Hit as he releases it, and the pass ball is incomplete.
Well, the defense picks the right time to get after this quarterback. Third down, critical down and distance. Do a good job of dialing things up and good coverage downfield. He didn't have anywhere to go with the ball.
So the offense looking to be efficient here. Not much time remaining before the end of the half. Needs a completion here on fourth down. Quick throw to his receiver. Another pick. Wow, that's the fourth tonight. Follows the pick with a nice return before finally being brought down.
He didn't really seem to feel like he had anybody open. He just puts it up in the air, and the defense says, thank you, we'll take it.
One more play before they head to the locker room. They'll change the pre-snap look now. Here comes a first down pass attempt. Under heavy pressure, takes a shot as he throws the ball. And it falls incomplete. They tried for a huge gain there, but that's it for this period. And that will do it for the first half here. Kevin Connors now has our halftime update. And the Buffaloes will kick it deep to begin the second half. And he takes this from inside the 5. And he's brought down after a solid effort on that return. And the Florida offense retakes the field. First play of the drive, they're going to throw the football. He's moving out of the pocket. He lets it go on the move. Makes the catch downfield. Big play. Moves the ball all the way to the plus 35.
Man, the defense seems to be all about loading up to stop the run. They're creating some one-on-one opportunities, and the quarterback and receiver make them pay for it with a great play.
This line getting set up. It's a first down play. Quick pass. Here comes a jet sweep. And he'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. The Gators looking to run some tempo here. Quarterback looking to throw it on second down. And he's looking to make a big play downfield. Touchdown, Gators. And the route is on. Looked like a total bust there. Easy pitch and catch like you'd see in a Tuesday practice.
Yeah, that quarterback's eyes must have lit up on that play because you've got one of your players way downfield without any defender around him.
The extra point is good. Now it's a 4-touchdown lead, 35-7. The kickoff team on the field now as they get set to send this one away. He's going to try for a return from a couple of yards deep in the end zone. And the returner brought down by the coverage team now. And the Buffalo's offense is back out there on the field. They had some good things going on the last drive, but it ended suddenly with the pick. Let's see what they can do here. Offense will keep it on the ground here. Finding some room at the 25. And that is a first down gain. Moves the ball to a 40.
Really good patience here from the back, and anytime you have a big gain like this, that means the receivers are doing their job as well at that second and third level of the defense, picking up some bigger blocks and helping them get even more yards.
Running back with the football. Breaks one tackle, gets brought down, but picks up some decent yardage. Offense getting set. Second down play here. Takes the handoff, heads to the right. The gain good for just a few yards. The defense storming to the football. An important third down attempt for this offense. get there on the ground. Brought down to the 46, good enough for a first down.
This is why they're in the playoff, right? Not just the ability to throw the ball, but you get to a critical moment, a third down, you trust that offensive line to come up with a first down, and they get it.
The Buffaloes are on the move here. And the quarterback keeps it here. They tackle him behind the line, a loss of 4.
And it's a nice job by this defense. They saw option, actually forced the quarterback to pull the ball on the read. When they corral him for a loss, you can tell they worked hard on that in practice.
Off the RPO, caught to the right. And he's brought down there.
You know, each receiver brings something a little bit different to the table, Chris. To me, the outside receivers usually are a little bit longer, taller guys. You get those slot receivers in the inside, not only can they make the catch, but they have quickness to make plays after the catch. Great example of that right here.
They're going to throw for it on 3rd and short. Looking for his big tight end. And that's interception number 5. When will this QB get the hook? It's a short return to make the tackle at the 25, but what a play for this defense.
Well, this defense has been great the entire football game here. They knew they had a lot of pressure on them in the playoff. They stepped up and played well all game long, and now they get a critical interception here late in this game.
The Gators offense retakes the field. On first down, it's play action. And looking for a big play here. The catch is made for a huge pickup. Breaks clear, end zone ahead.
Well, it's got to be so rewarding for an offensive coordinator when your play call perfectly counters the defense's call. That's exactly what we saw right here. That play targeted the coverage's biggest weak spot, and it led to a wide-open wide receiver.
And looking to throw now on first down. And it's incomplete. The defender arrived the same time as the football. And now it's 2nd down. Offense moving to a bunch formation. Quarterback appears to be changing the play. 2nd down, looking to throw it. Looking for the wide out. Finds a man downfield. It's a big gain to the right. Worked out of bounds, but it's another big game. This air attack, no problem moving the ball up and down the field today. So 3 plays in, this offense has set up a 1st and goal. Very efficient so far. He'll toss it to the back. He's going to lose yardage there. The defense closed in and forces him out of bounds. The Gators hustle to the line to run the hurry up. Play action fake, looking to throw. Looking to the end zone. Looking for a touchdown, but it's incomplete. The offense facing a 3rd and goal from a long way away. Here's the snap. Looking to throw here. It's going to be incomplete, trying to make something happen on the run, but nobody open. The coach is not feeling the field goal attempt. They're going for it on 4th and goal here. From the shotgun, drops back. Looking for 6. Touchdown, Florida. And this one is getting ugly.
Well, they found the matchup here, Chris, on 4th down. A gutsy call, and it pays off. Love this one-on-one matchup. The receiver wins that battle, and the quarterback put it right on the money.
And the kick is up and good. They tack on a point to their lead. Teams on the field. Let's see if they give the returner a chance to bring this one back. And he's going to bring this out from a couple yards deep in the end zone. Solid coverage there. They get him at the 15. That's where the offense will take over. But a player is down injured after that last play. We'll take a timeout while they check him out. And the Colorado offense is back out on the field. They had it going on the last drive, but it ended abruptly with the interception. Let's see what they can do here. Oh, it is incomplete. They call a screen on first down, but he just dropped it. Now it's second down here. Here's the snap, looking to throw. That's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no flag, brings up third down. They come to the line, a long way to go for the first down, but needing this crucial conversion right now. And he'll drop back here on third down. And he's hit right as he throws it. Incomplete.
The quarterback did all he could here to wait until the last possible moment, but he waits just a hair too long, which allows the defense to actually hit him as he throws the ball.
Fourth and 10 after 3 straight incompletions. Can they connect this time? Defense bunching at the line, showing blitz. Fourth down, he's throwing for it. And he finds his target. He has the first. They've got him, but they convert on fourth down, and the drive keeps going.
Just great execution here on this fourth down to keep this drive alive. And what I love is the accuracy from the quarterback and a good job by the receiver knowing where that route needed to be able to catch the ball and pick up the first down.
The pocket breaking down. Quarterback gets down to avoid the big hit. And the Buffaloes pick up enough yardage to keep this drive rolling.
Here we go.
Looking to throw it on first down. He's going to take off.
Well, I thought the defense had him there, Chris. He should be down in the backfield, but instead he gets out of the pressure and actually picks up some positive yards.
Getting set. Here's second down. Trying to flex the ground game here. Running back takes the handoff. And he's able to find some running room. Nice pickup. Solid gain on the running play. Third down now. Looking to pick up the first down through the air. Makes the catch. Can he get in? They could not stop him. He's in. Touchdown, Buffs.
That's taking advantage of a matchup there, Chris, by the quarterback finding his receiver. He puts the ball up in the air where he can make a play on it. And they come up with that touchdown.
Automatic on the PAT. There's the kickoff team. Let's see if they give the returner an opportunity to bring this back. And the return starts just inside the end zone. And he stopped at the 19. Good job by the coverage team. And the Florida offense is back out on the field now. The last drive, the passing game, very effective. Moved them right down the field. And the defense make adjustments. That's incomplete. Even on a first down pass attempt, he felt heavy pressure.
Well, this quarterback's having one of those games you just dreamed about. A lot of yards and a lot of touchdown passes. And in fact, he had open receivers again for another big play. The defense finally got pressure on it.
Looking to throw it deep. Deep ball is caught for a huge gain here. Touchdown, Gators. And the beatdown continues.
Well, that's a well-oiled machine right there. Everyone on this offense has been a star in their roles. And when they're rolling like this, results in quick and positive results.
The extra point is good, and they stretch the lead a little bit more. Now the kickoff team is out on the field. He thought about returning it, but instead takes a knee. It'll be a touchback, and they'll start at the 25. Here comes the Colorado offense back out on the field. On 1st and 10, looking to throw. And that pass rush has trapped him. It's a sack.
A really good job by this defense. The quarterback looked to be trying to work through his progressions to find his open receiver, but before he knew it, he's on his back.
So behind the 6, 2nd and long from their 14. They flip it to him on the jet sweep. Brought down for a loss after the completion. Not what they were looking for.
Well, that's one of those plays that works better against certain defensive looks, but not every defense is the same. They were all over that one. Let's see if they continue to attack to the outside on the perimeter to set something up downfield.
Offense comes up to the line. They might have a chance for a couple more plays before the quarter expires. Now in 3rd and very long, looking to throw. And they heave it deep downfield. And that's incomplete. They weren't afraid to let it fly, but it brings up a 4th down.
Chris, you see what happens when you try to squeeze it into double coverage. An incompletion is probably the best result you could hope for, because an interception is the most likely outcome when you're throwing the ball into the crowd.
And the Buffaloes will line up to boot it away. That's a rough drive for the offense. Punter comes on and booted away. Gets the kick away from his own end zone. He'll field it close to the 50. Coverage C makes the tackle to wrap up the 3rd period of play. Back at it to start the quarter. Offense getting set to run a 1st down play. They'll run it here. It's the running back with the ball. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2.
But these obvious running situations are very tough when you're working with the lead late in the game, because you know the defense is going to stack the line of scrimmage, make it as difficult as possible for you to run the football. So nice job there by the defense. They're trying to punch that ball out, do anything they can at all to get the ball back.
It's incomplete. That was caused by the defensive pressure, and now it brings up 3rd down.
Boy, this one's on the offensive line, Chris. They've got to do a better job of protecting the franchise quarterback. This guy's as good as there is in the country, and they're letting this pressure get to their quarterback. You either get the ball out faster, or the offensive line's got to do a better job of taking care of their guy.
Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there. The Gators will come to the line to run the hurry-up. Quarterback checks the defensive look, makes some adjustments. 4th down, looking to throw for it. There's a shot toward the end zone. Touchdown, Florida. To stretch the lead, the route is on.
That's another touchdown for these guys. Man, they have had a day that you dream about. Running back, receivers, the offensive line, the entire unit has been dominant.
So they'll try to add to the lead now with a PAT. PAT is good as they build on this big lead. Here's the kickoff team now, set to boot this one away. He's going to return it from deep in the end zone. That's strong coverage, though. They tackle him at the 11-yard line. And the Colorado offense is back out on the field. This group is coming off a quick 3-and-out. Can they put something together in this drive? Quarterback looks to his right and finds his man. And they get him down after the completion.
Well, we just continue to see this defense make great plays, especially with their tackling. And the awareness to understand we're in the fourth quarter, you're trying to keep this offense in bounds so they keep that clock moving.
Testing the defense with a throw downfield. And that deep shot is caught for a big gain. No stopping him. Takes it all the way. Touchdown, Buffaloes. And they'll set up for the PAT. And he knocks it right through. Kickoff team is on the field to boot this one away. He'll bring it out from his end zone. And he'll be stopped short of the 20-yard line. Good job with the coverage team. And the Florida offense retakes the field. They take the field with serious momentum. They have been tough to stop so far. Can they keep it going? And they'll run it. Hand it off to the running back. That gain moves the ball out near the 25. Offense getting set. It's second down. Ball handed to the running back. Tackled right at the 30. Good enough to move the sticks. First down here for this offense. They'll try to run it with the option. Running through the tackle. They tackle him right at the 35-yard line. Offense getting set up. Here's second down. Here's the handoff. They make the stop, but not before a solid gain that time.
You know, I'd say this run is pretty emblematic of what we've seen all day long. No matter what they've done on offense, the guys up front have controlled the line of scrimmage. They've given the quarterback time to throw. They've been able to run, really, whatever they've wanted to. That's why the points are going up on the board. Right now, the psyche of this offense is we're in control, and we can do whatever we want, whenever we feel like doing it.
He's wrapped up nicely there by the freshman. Challenging play for the offense. They face third and long here from their own 43. Quarterback looking to connect with the receiver here. The pass is off target. He got hit as he threw as the third down pressure works. The Gators will crank up the tempo. Quarterback adjusting now to the defense. And he's throwing for it on fourth down. Going for a big play downfield. Can't connect in the long throw. Incomplete. A fourth down stop.
This is the chance you take here as an offensive coordinator and a play caller. You go for it here. You draw it up perfectly. You think this is the right play. And then the execution is not there. So the defense catches a break. and they get the ball back to their own offense.
The ball is caught. They bring down the receiver, but that's a nice gain on that play. That completion makes it 2nd and short. Drops back from the shotgun, looking for an open man. Easy throw to a wide-open receiver downfield. Tackle made it the 21, but this offense is in great position to add more points.
Well, we saw a lot of this in the first half. They go right back to him again. We can see the second half, that same trend continuing. If I'm the defensive coordinator, I'm rolling my coverage. Get a corner up in his face and put a safety back behind him. Some kind of double coverage to slow this guy down.
Pre-snap motion from the offense. On 1st and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. Quarterback delivers complete to the right side.
Well, they love going to this guy in the slot, don't they? What a mismatch inside. He reels in another one. This guy's automatic.
Important 2nd down play coming up. Back to throw again. Pass caught. Can he get in? And he scores. Touchdown, Colorado.
Love this never say die attitude from this quarterback. He's still slinging it out there. This game's out of reach, but this guy's still putting the ball in the air, and this one's a touchdown.
Point after, knocked right through. Now they get set to kick it away. Fields it just outside the goal line. And the coverage team brings him down at the 26. The Gators offense retakes the field. Remember last time, they went for it on 4th down and got stopped, and the opponent went right down the field. And the freshman able to get home with the sack. They lose yards on 1st down, so 2nd and long from the 16. There's the snap. Quarterback setting up the throw. It's picked off. He tried to fire the ball into a tight window. And they finally bring him down. Great defensive play, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see if the takeaway stands. So that is a call to remember. The interception wiped away by a pass interference penalty. Big guys up front lined up. It's 1st down. Quick throw over the middle. He makes the grab. Tackle made after a big gain.
You know, they've got a lead here late in the game, and the play calling, I think, shows you how much confidence they have in this quarterback. He's had a pretty clean game today, and this decision to still throw the ball with the lead shows you that they believe he's going to make the right decisions and make accurate throws.
And they'll keep it on the ground, trying to run some clock. They get him down, but he crosses midfield, spot the ball at the 44. And the Gators come to the line in a hurry-up. 1st down, looking to throw the ball. Defense is coming after him. Catch made down inside the 15. They bring him down, but not before he picks up 1st and goal yardage to the 9. So that huge gain quickly sets up a 1st and goal just inside the 10. Oh, a nice play by the defender. Got a hand in there to break up the pass.
Boy, this quarterback is really rolling the dice out here today. Remember, he threw an interception the last time they had the ball. I thought he might learn from that, but instead he comes out throwing it into cover.
Touchdown, Gators. Stretching the lead. This one is getting ugly. That's a crucial touchdown, Kirk. The offense padding its lead now here in the 2nd half.
Yeah, you get into this 2nd half, you start to count possessions and how big your lead is. Now that you're up 2 possessions, you can start to play really smart football, not just on offense, but on defense as well.
And he'll just take a knee. Drive will start at the 25-yard line. 1st down here, the offense has time for one more play before the 2-minute warning. 1st down, looking to throw the football. He'll take a deep shot. Caught way downfield for a huge gain. Takes it all the way to the house. Touchdown, Bucks. important point after attempts. And it's up and good. Kickoff team on the field getting set now. And here's the return from inside the 5. And he'll be tackled after a solid effort on that return. And the Florida offense is back out on the field now. This has been a tremendous performance by this team. Now just the finishing touches. Run out the clock and let the party begin. Pretty easy call for the head coach. He will accept that penalty, of course. Fresh set of downs for the offense. First down. An inside give now from the shotgun. They'll tackle him at the 27. Second down play coming up. The shotgun running play call. Breaks loose at the 40. They bring him down at the 44. That's a solid gain, getting closer to midfield now. It's a strong run, keeps the drive going. First down now. Receiver in motion now. Out of the shotgun, he'll hand it off. They tackle him behind the line, a loss of 4. The Gators come to the line to run the hurry up. A pop pass on the jet sweep. And he's past the 45. Oh, and he breaks free. It's a foot race. Touchdown, Florida. And the route is on. That's another strike from his quarterback, Kirk. He is having himself a day.
This guy's just having one of those days you dream about against his secondary. Let's also give credit to the wide receivers doing a nice job of getting open, and the big fellas up front for giving him enough time to throw.
And they're able to tack on the extra point. Kickoff team has come on the field now to send this one away. That one sails out of the back of the end zone to the touchback. First down play call coming up. How aggressive will it be? They're going to run it. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2.
Chris, that play just didn't have much of a chance at all from the snap. Quarterback hands this off and just nowhere to go. It's almost like the defense was anticipating the play call, and they put themselves in a position to come up with a nice tackle for a loss.
Yet another interception. The disastrous performance continues. Not much on the return, but the takeaway sets up the offense at the 41.
Oh, you feel terrible for this quarterback. He's played well all year. He's trying to make a play, trying to force it into coverage because they need points at this point in the game to try to advance into the next round of the playoffs. Puts it into coverage, and that's probably going to do it.
The gain is 4, so it's 2nd and 6. Backs line up on either side of the quarterback. Play action fake, looking to throw. Pass ball is incomplete. There was a lot of contact, no penalty. Brings up 3rd down. He's past the marker and still going. They pick up the first down. Tackle at the 25.
Well, why not, Chris? These guys have been doing it all year. This offensive line has been a staple. And this back has the vision to be able to find that crease to get the first down, and you're that much closer to advancing.
The quarterback making some changes at the line.
Gorilla, tuna, acorn.
On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. Quarterback leaves the pocket on the move now. Intercepted in the end zone. He's just going to go down as the time runs out of this ballgame. Well, the coaches kind of expected it to be this kind of game, an offensive show. Who's going to make one more play at the end to get the win, and they did it.
Yeah, you mentioned the coaches. I think we had a feeling that this game had a chance to get into at least the 30s, and we weren't disappointed. These offenses came to play, but you're right. One defense made some plays when they had to, and the other one didn't. Simple as that.
And that is going to wrap it up. We enjoyed this one here. For Kirk Herbstreit, I'm Chris Fowler, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.